She reached a point where she kind of had enough. And she gave me the boot. Oh, did I fail to mention that we lived together in her apartment? So that meant I lost my home. And did I mention that before she gave me the boot, I lost that really great job at the hotel? Yeah, I did. Which means to pay the bills, I had to take a job I hated, working at a supermarket as a sanitation manager. Do you know what a sanitation manager does? They get to go in the back area and they get to search for any signs of whether or not there are rats there. We don't actually look to see if there are actual rats. We look for signs left behind by rats. We'll leave it there. I had a pretty lousy job. I hated my job. I had to go back home to my parents. I've never told them this. I apologize. At the time, it ripped me up inside to see my independence get shredded before my very eyes. I felt horrible that I had to go back and rely on my parents. Shame on me for feeling that way. I see that nowadays. They were there and very supportive of me. I did not appreciate it back then. I should have. Still, nonetheless, the only thing I wanted at that point in my life was the girl. The one thing I couldn't have. Now, I was very depressed. I was so depressed I reached a point in my life where I thought of doing something that you cannot return from. And when I reached the point where I thought of that, it occurred to me that's the moment where I needed to do something. So, 2 months before, when she'd broken up with me, or just before she broke up with me, we'd visited her family. And her brother, one of her brothers, did some things with balloons.